Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. The College of Thelema has attributed to each of the 22 days of the Thelemic holy season, from March 20th through April 10th, one of the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet, a tarot trump, and a sacred writing. It is recommended that on each of these days for the aspirant to prominently display the corresponding tarot card and conduct such other meditation, ritual, or other recognition of the principle as they see fit. The Thelemic order is publicly presenting a reading of the sacred text and a short discussion of the letter and the trump on each of these days. For April 3rd, the recommended reading is Liber Cheth. The Hebrew letter is Cheth, and the tarot trump is A27, the chariot. After the reading of Liber Cheth, stay for a short discussion on the significance of the text, the Hebrew letter, and the trump associated with this day. Liber Cheth, Vallum Abiegni, subfigure 156. AA publication in Class A. This is the secret of the Holy Grail, that is the sacred vessel of Our Lady, the Scarlet Woman. Babylon, the mother of abominations, the bride of chaos, that rideth upon our Lord the Beast. Thou shalt drain out thy blood, that is thy life, into the golden cup of her fornication. Thou shalt mingle thy life with the universal life. Thou shalt keep not back one drop. Then shall thy brain be dumb, and thy heart beat no more, and all thy life shall go from thee. And thou shalt be cast out upon the midden, and the birds of the air shall feast upon thy flesh, and thy bones shall whiten in the sun. Then shall the winds gather themselves together, and bear thee up as if it were a little heap of dust in a sheet that hath 4 corners. And they shall give it unto the guardians of the abyss. And because there is no life therein, the guardians of the abyss shall bid the angels of the winds pass by, and the angels shall lay thy dust in the city of the pyramids, and the name thereof shall be no more. Now therefore that thou mayest achieve this ritual of the Holy Grail, do thou divest thyself of all thy goods. Thou hast wealth, give it unto them that have need thereof, yet no desire toward it. Thou hast health, slay thyself in the fervor of thine abandonment unto Our Lady. Let the flesh hang loose upon the bones, and thy eyes glare with thy quenchless lust unto the infinite, with thy passion for the unknown, for her that is beyond knowledge, the accursed one. Thou hast love, tear thy mother from thine heart, and spit in the face of thy father. Let thy foot trample the belly of thy wife, and let the babe at her breast be the prey of dogs and vultures. For thou dost not this with thy will, then we shall do this despite thy will, so that thou attain to the sacrament of the Grail and the chapel of abominations. And behold, if by stealth thou keep unto thyself one thought of thine, then shalt thou be cast out into the abyss forever, and thou shalt be the lonely one, the eater of dung, the afflicted in the day of be with us. Yea, verily, this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth. Unto thee shall be granted joy and health and wealth and wisdom when thou art no longer thou. Then shall every gain be a new sacrament, and it shall not defile thee. Thou shalt revel with the wanton in the marketplace, and the virgins shall fling roses upon thee, and the merchants bend their knees and bring thee gold and spices. Also young boys shall pour wonderful wines for thee, and the singers and the dancers shall sing and dance for thee. Yet shalt thou not be therein, for thou shalt be forgotten, dust lost in dust. Nor shall the aeon itself avail thee in this. For the dust shall a white ash be prepared by Hermes the Invisible. And this is the wrath of God that these things should be thus. And this is the grace of God that these things should be thus. Wherefore I charge you that ye come unto me in the beginning. For if ye take but one step in this path, ye must arrive inevitably at the end thereof. This path is beyond life and death. It is also beyond love. But that ye know not, for ye know not love. And the end thereof is known not even unto Our Lady, or to the beast whereupon she rideth, nor unto the Virgin her daughter, nor unto Chaos her lawful lord. But unto the crowned child is it known, it is not known if it be known. Therefore unto Hadit and unto Nuit be the glory in the end and the beginning, yea, in the end and the beginning. Liber Cheth vel Vallum Abiegni, subfigura 156, is a very multifaceted book, and my favorite of all the Thelemic Librae. Along with being one of the Thelemic holy books, it is also, quote, an account of the task of the exempt adept, considered under the symbols of a particular non-intellectual plane. In other words, a description of, and formula for, crossing the abyss. It is also a ritual of, quote, sexual magic veiled in symbolism. Cheth is the 8th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and therefore its numerical value is also 8. Crowley writes in the Book of Thoth, note that Cheth, spelled in full, Cheth, Yod, Tau, has the value of 418. This is one of the most important of the key numbers of Liber Al. It is the number of the word of the Aeon, Abrahadabra, the cipher of the great work. On this word alone a complete volume could and should be written. Vallum translates to rampart, a hill or earthen wall built up around ancient and medieval settlements as a means of protection and defense. Abiegni is a big noose, the mountain of initiation said to be climbed by Rosicrucian adepts. This is a book about the material, psychological, and spiritual defenses that must be overcome to make it across the abyss and into the city of pyramids. Lastly, 156 is the number of Babylon, the mother of us all, Our Lady the Scarlet Woman, mother of abominations, the bride of chaos that rideth upon our Lord the Beast. She carries the grail into which every adept must give every last drop of his blood, lest they become a black brother. 827, the chariot, is ruled by Cancer, the crab. We'll also find the crab on the crest of the knight's helmet. This also alludes to sexual symbolism that can be further researched in chapter 69 of the Book of Lies. Crowley writes in the Book of Thoth, Cancer also represents the path which leads from the great mother Bina to Geburah, and is thus the influence of the supernals descending through the veil of water, which is blood, upon the energy of man, and so inspires it. It corresponds in this way to the Hierophant, which, on the other side of the tree of life, brings down the fire of Hokmah. I'll leave you with a little interesting bit of trivia. The embroidery across the top of the canopy is supposed to spell Abrahadabra, the word of the Aeon, but due to a misunderstanding between Crowley and Lady Harris, it is actually spelled Abracadabra with a C. Love is the law, love under will.